Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video, I am bringing you episode 60 of Throwback Thursday. Now, as with all of my Throwback Thursday videos, I'm going to give two love-filled shout-outs. One to my Janny Boo, Jan Van. I'll link her channel in my description box. She is my TBT inspo and muse. She is incredible. She does all kinds of fun stuff on her channel, so make sure you go and subscribe if you have not yet already. And also to Dawn, my dear friend and subscriber, for being the GOAT of TBT cheerleaders. So for this episode, I'm going to be doing something special for my friend Lynn. Lynn has been through hell, and I'm not going to go into detail, but Lynn is a very special person in my life. We met through my YouTube channel, and she's just wonderful. And I absolutely adore her and her mom, and just wanted to do something special for her if I could. This might seem kind of lame, but this is just full of my love for Lynn, this video. So I'm going to be pulling in the Def Leppard palette from Rock and Roll Beauty. Rock and Roll Beauty is no longer, they were absorbed by Makeup Revolution, which I don't care about that at all. I don't really know, honestly, if, or Revolution Beauty. I don't know if they still sell Rock and Roll Beauty stuff, but I picked this palette up right when it was released, and I love Def Leppard, and Lynn loves Def Leppard. Lynn is like the quintessential Def Leppard fan, and she has sent me a ton of Def Leppard memorabilia. A purse that's over here, some folders, Def Leppard like peachy type folders, like for school. I mean, I don't go to school, but you know what I mean. I have books. There's one on that shelf behind me. I don't know if you can see it very well. Slippers, I say a hoodie, sweatshirt that I wear all the time. Key lanyard that says Def Leppard, slippers, t-shirts. She sent me photo albums of Def Leppard from pictures she's taken at the umpteen Def Leppard concerts that she's been to. Those are downstairs on my bookshelf in our living room, and we look at them all the time. They're amazing. She sent me other stuff too, but we just really bonded over our love for Def Leppard. And because she's been through such a hard time, I just thought it would be fun to pull this out and create a look for her today. So this, of course, is the outer packaging, which I think is super cool. And then this is the color story, of course, which I think is really nice. I didn't think that at first. I'm like, that doesn't say Def Leppard, but now I really love the color story. And then this is the album cover of their Hysteria album, which is my favorite Def Leppard album ever made. Love it. My husband and I just listened to most of that over the weekend. So for this look today, I'm going to be focusing on these shades, or not all of them, but some of these shades over here, because I haven't really used those before. So I'm going to be using Paper Sun, Foolin', Burnout, Lady Strange, Hallucinate, and maybe Forever Young. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But starting off by putting Paper Sun in my transition area, I do have both my brows done in the NYX Control Freak Clear Brow Gel, and then this eyelid is primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 02. For a minute, I'm like, what did I use? Just bear with me here. And I do need to find a brush, which I kind of feel like I'll just use this one. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, I just thought it would be really fun to pull this in for a Throwback Thursday. I haven't used this palette in a really long time. I got it when it was first released, and I just love it. At first, like I said, I was like, I don't really feel like this color story says Def Leppard. It seemed like kind of too muted, maybe. I was thinking like, why didn't they put like a black matte in, or a red matte, or like a shifty, like white shifty, like inner corner shade. But they didn't do that. Nobody asked me. So, but the more I used it and stuff, the more I really liked it. And I really miss Rock and Roll Beauty. I really do, because they came up with some really awesome, like rock and roll themed releases. You know, like the Ozzy Osbourne. I have the Bat palette, love it. There was another like coffin shaped palette from that release. Jimi Hendrix, I think they did too, right? And like Janis Joplin, I want to say. Twisted Sister, which I kind of kicked myself for not getting that. I went on to the Revolution Beauty site a few times and thought, oh, I should just get the Twisted Sister palette. And I didn't do that, but I kind of wish I had, you know? And I should have put one of my Def Leppard shirts on this morning. Damn it. Forgot about that. Well, I didn't forget about it. I just now thought of it. Stick with me, okay? We're going to get through this, I promise. You and I together will get through this video, okay? With my very dilapidated brain, we'll figure it out. Anyway, gosh, I can't believe I forgot to put a Def Leppard t-shirt on. Well, actually, I can believe it, because I forget lots of stuff nowadays. Anywho, I've done a couple videos with this palette already, and one of my subscribers had watched one of my older Def Leppard videos and was like, oh, that's a cool, I use like purple and brown together. And they're like, oh, that's a really different look for you. I like it. And I thought, yeah, man, I haven't used the Def Leppard palette in forever. I gotta pull it in. And, you know, like I mentioned, Lynn has been through hell. So I thought, you know, just do something nice for Lynn today, because she really means a lot to me. And I felt really bad because she had sent me a text message when I was going through all my kidney stone crap that I didn't respond to, that I meant to respond to. I just, you know, I do that sometimes, like when I'm really in the thick of things, I will respond in my head, but then I don't respond via text or whatever, and I feel bad about that. So anyway, it's just, you know, I've been going through some crap here, but I'm feeling a lot better. If you can hear my washing machine, I apologize, but I needed to do some laundry this morning. So that's what that obnoxious noise is, if you can hear it in the background. Okay, I think I'm pretty good with this. This isn't super pigmented, I wouldn't say, but it's, you know, you can see it, it's fine, it's working. So now what I'm gonna do is go into Foolin' and just add a little bit of that, like right in the crease there. And I have all nice clean brushes. So nice to have clean brushes. It had been a hot minute since your girl over here had washed her brushes, let me tell you that. I was like, okay, come on and get your brushes washed. I want to bring something up in this video today. It's not really about Def Leppard or anything else, that I am really sick of seeing here on YouTube. And I'm probably going to piss some people off, and that's not my intention, but I'm so sick of this. I really don't love political discussions, okay? Whether I agree with the person, disagree with the person, I don't love to have them. I will have them with friends and stuff and family, sure. I mean, I've had several of them over the past little while here. But like, unless I'm in the mood to talk about politics or listen to somebody talk about politics, I stay away from it, because I don't know. Not that I want to be an ignorant idiot. I don't want to do that at all. I don't know. I'm just living my life. I'm trying to get through my life the best that I can. And, you know, politics is just not for me sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I just get to the point where I'm like, I don't want to listen to any more political anything. And when I go to watch somebody's video, like a makeup video or any kind of video that's not politically related, and they start talking about politics, again, whether I agree or disagree, I bail. I'm like, no, I don't want to listen to this. If I wanted to listen to this, I would have sought it out, right? I would have just, you know, gone on YouTube or wherever and found a political video to watch. And I have done that, sure. But if I'm not in the mood, I do not want to listen to that crap. And I just am so tired of it. Oh God, it just gets me so riled up. I just will instantly leave and I unsubscribe, because I'm like, no, unless the person has it titled appropriately, then that's fine. And I'll know, like, okay, that's not the video that I'm going to watch. But if they don't have it titled appropriately and they start into that crap, I'm out. I'm just out. I can't do it. So now I'm going to go to the shade here and deepen up the outer V. So I don't know if any of you feel that way, and you may think, geez, Erica, relax. But I'm telling you, I have just had it with that crap lately. It's everywhere. And I understand that people have very strong opinions and feelings about things, and they're entitled to them. Abso-frickin-lutely. We all are. It's just that, like, that can be really triggering for people. It's very triggering for me. Very triggering, because I'm just like, I don't want to listen to this right now. You know, it's just, I don't know. Anyway. And again, it doesn't matter if I agree or disagree. It's just, I think people need to title their videos better. That's all. That's all. It's just like, you know, there's other topics I don't love either. Like, you know, like domestic violence, that can be really hard for me to listen to too. Like, I don't have a problem with people talking about it. I've talked about it on my channel. I've, you know, been a victim of that, and I have talked about it a few times, sure. But also, you know, I feel like I've titled those videos appropriately. I don't know. Am I being a baby? Probably. I don't know. I just think there's a time and a place for certain things. And I don't know that, like, I don't know. I feel like with makeup videos and stuff, not that people aren't entitled to their opinions. They absolutely are. Again, I know that I'm probably being very convoluted here, or like kind of all over the place. I went back into Foolin', that lighter shade. I'm just kind of blending this out. This is really pretty. I like this color combo a lot. I haven't done a lot of orangey yellow looks lately, so I like it. Anyway, let's move on from this topic, because I know I'm going to get some shit in the comment section, I'm sure. Like, well, and I get it, like, you know. But I just, usually when I come to YouTube, like the makeup space and stuff, I'm coming here because I want an escape from the doldrums and the of life. Like, I just want to have like a nice, fun, relaxing, watch a beautiful makeup look come together, listen to the person chat about life and this and that. And I realize that politics and stuff are about, that's life. Also, something else that I really don't love is when people go off about religion. And I have religious beliefs. Absolutely, I do. But that's not what this channel's for. I'm not here to preach or try to convince you that my way of looking at things or my way of believing things is the only way and the right way. You know, that's not what my channel's for, you know. And, you know, yeah, I know I'm going to go back in the paper sun. I do true crime, and I know that's not for everybody, but it's not like I have a makeup video that's titled like a makeup video and it's actually true crime. Like, my true crime videos are titled that way. It's obvious that's what the video is. And if people aren't into it, they don't have to watch it. So anyway, I said I was going to stop talking about it. So let's stop talking about it. Or I will stop talking. I will stop talking about it. Okay. What else could I talk about now that I've gone off for, I don't know how many minutes, 12 minutes. So I have never seen the Def Leppard in concert, and I would love to see Def Leppard in concert. And Lynn, like I mentioned, has been to multiple Def Leppard concerts, and the pictures that she sent me in that photo album are absolutely amazing. They're so fun. And I have done a video before where I showed some of the pictures, and I will pop a link, if I remember, I will pop a link to that video in my description box. The pictures are so cool. I love them. They're so fun. My husband and I look at them all the time. And I am still and will always be a huge, or have a huge crush on Joe Elliott, the lead singer of Def Leppard. OMG, he is so freaking cute. And I can remember, like, in high school, I was just, oh, love Joe Elliott. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put this shade here called Lady Strange right here, and then I'm going to put Hallucinate towards the front, and I need to find a brush. This will work. Okay. And I had like the holy pants like he had. My mom called them my piranha pants. Well, that's so funny. So yeah, love, excuse me, love Joe Elliott. He was amazing. He will always be super amazing to me. I mean, you know, he's an older dude now, like we all are. But yeah, he was so cute. And I love his voice. He's got such a great voice. Def Leppard really has some amazing music, absolutely. And I was doing the Def Leppard panning project, and I kind of bailed on that. I mean, I did it for almost a year. Not very many people were watching those videos. Not that I necessarily do content just for that, but you know, I do want people to enjoy my content. And if I see my views dropping on certain videos, I'm like, maybe that's not what my audience is really into watching, you know. And also, I'm not really that great at panning stuff, you know. I don't know. I just like to use my makeup when I want to use my makeup and not necessarily pan things, but also I want to get really good use out of my product. So it's kind of a weird, dichotomous thing that I have here with my ideas on panning, because I think they're great projects. I just don't really, I don't know. The way I use my makeup is just not really conducive to that sometimes, I feel like. I don't know. So I'm going to go into Hallucinate and put that towards the front. And so yeah, I don't know. I would love to see Def Leppard. They came to where I live in Oregon. They came here, gosh, like 10 years ago, I think. Or like 11 years ago. I think they came in 2014, I want to say. Is that right? I could be wrong. Or no. Wait, let me think about that for just a second, because I think Paul and I were together when they came. Or did they come twice maybe? I don't know. but I really am kicking myself that I didn't get tickets because I heard the concert was amazing. And we have Matt Knight Arena here in town, which is where, you know, most of the concerts are. Like I saw Bruno Mars there, which was absolutely amazing. One of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life. It was interesting. My husband and I were talking last night. We're really into watching the show The Masked Singer. Love it. And we just got done watching season 12 and now we're going into season 13. And I don't know if you guys watch the show. I'm going to, spoiler alert, Boys to Men won season 12. It was amazing. They're so good. There's only 3 of them now in the group. One of the members, I guess, has MS, and so he's no longer performing with the group. Sounds like that was kind of a little bit of a fallout there, like a friendship fallout. I'm gonna go back into Lady Strange, the orange shade, and just kind of blot that on here with my finger. Anyway, but my husband said, I know this is such a, I'm all over the place in this video. I know. My husband said, have you ever seen Boyz II Men in concert? And I said, no, I would have loved to have seen them, but no, I did not. And he said, what was your favorite concert, Bruno Mars? And I said, no. And he's like, really? What was it then? I said, Depeche Mode. And he's like, really? Why Depeche Mode? And I'm like, because, dude, they are so good in concert. I'm gonna go back into Burnout, the darker orange shade, and just kind of take the edge of that shimmer off. Love Depeche Mode. Oh, God, that was such a great concert. And what's interesting is that I know a lot of people that have seen Depeche Mode in concert, and anyone that I know that has seen Depeche Mode in concert, they'll say that was my favorite concert I've ever been to, was Depeche Mode. Because they're just so good live. They're so good live. So good. God, they're amazing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if Def Leppard will ever come back to Oregon. And if they do, I really would like to get tickets. I mean, just so I could tell Lynn, I went to Def Leppard. It'd be so cool. Okay, I'm gonna go back into Foolin', that lighter kind of orangey shade, tannish orangey shade. Okay, I think that's good. And then one more pass with the Paper Sun shade, the yellow. And then I think I will be done. This always looks funky to me right here. And then I think what I will do on my lower lash line is put, I think that's good now. I think I will put this darker brown shade. Oops, this one here called Immortal. This shade here. I just wish that had been a black matte, but I do like having a dark brown. So, you know, probably put a combination of these two. Okay, so I'm pretty much done. I do have a little bit of fallout down here that I'm gonna go clean up, do my other eye, the rest of my face, dry my hair, and I'll come back. So this, of course, is my finished look, and I love it. Love it. I'm so happy I picked up the Def Leppard palette from Rock and Roll Beauty. And it was really fun to use a combination of shades today that I'm positive I've never put together before. Really fun. So let me show you everything I have on my face and then I will review the eyeshadow palette with you. Okay, so for my base product, I use the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation in the shade 21 Neutral Fair. This is my second time using it and I'm absolutely loving this foundation. I used it yesterday for the first time and it lasted so well on my face all day. And I think it looks, you know, pretty natural. I mean, you know, it's obvious I have foundation on, but still, I think it looks really good. You know, not quite as like foundation-y as other products I've tried in the past. And then I did use my CoverGirl Clean Professional Loose Setting Powder and Translucent, of course. Bronzer, same that I've been using for quite some time, the LYS Motivate or No Limits bronzer in the shade Motivate. There's cat hair flying everywhere, of course. For my blush, I use the Blushing Poppies palette from Poppy and Fluff Cosmetics, and I use Whimsical by itself. Normally I use these two together, but I just thought I would just stick with the matte blush today. Love that shade so much. It's my favorite shade out of the palette. On my lips, I used a liquid lipstick from Menagerie Cosmetics in the shade Barcheology. I just thought the brownie orange tone would work really well with this eye look, and I just love Menagerie Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. I will have a giveaway coming up, and I've got a few of these for the giveaway because I just love them and I want the winner of my giveaway to love them too. Hopefully that works out just great. Oh, mascara, Maybelline Sky High, of course. And then, is that it? I didn't put a highlighter on today. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so is that, yeah. I keep feeling, no, because I used a shade out of the palette to line my upper lids. Okay, so Def Leppard palette, Rock and Roll Beauty. On my lower lash lines, I used Immortal. I also popped that on my upper lash lines as a liner, and I think it works great. And then I blended this out a little bit with Foolin' on my lower lash lines. And then I put Hallucinate in my inner corners as well. I thought about using this shade, but I felt like it was probably a little too dark, so I just stuck with that. And I just love the combination of these two shimmers, love the combination of the mattes that I used. Everything blended really well, jived together really well. I think this is a very pretty look. I do think it's more fall, but I don't really base my looks on the season. Sometimes I do, but you know, it was not my intention to necessarily create a fall look today, but love the tones. More neutral look, but I really like it. And I don't know, this is just such a special palette in my collection. It really is. And of course, I just, you know, I wanted to do something special for Lynn in some way, shape, or form here because, like I said, she's been going through a tough time and I just adore her. And she's been so kind and so generous and so loving to me that I don't know. Again, this might seem kind of lame, but I just thought I'll use this palette for her today and just send her my love and my best wishes. And Lynn, I hope you know that I'm always thinking of you and Mom, and I just adore you both. And thank you so much for all that you do for me. And you're always in my thoughts and my heart and my prayers. So let me know what you guys think of this look. Let me know if you have the palette in the comment section. And episode 60 of TBT is done and dusted. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I'd love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I will see you soon. Bye. Drop it.